Aiki.
Okay, today we have work, power, and energy. Okay, what means work in physics? What is work, power, and relation with energy? What we will cover? We will cover work, energy, power. We have actually kinetic energy, potential energy. Then we have law of conservation of energy and law of conservation of mechanical energy. We have one work energy principle. So our start lesson is from work. What is work? Uh, in physics, actually, work means when a force apply on a body and it covers some distance. Yeah, force multiplied with displacement or distance. The dot product of force and displacement is called work. For example, when you apply force on this body, let's suppose we have mass m and you apply force on this one and it covers some distance. Let's suppose distance is or d. For example, let's suppose we have displacement s. So we can say that work is equal to the dot product of force and displacement s. F dot s. Uh, Work is a scalar quantity dot product because the product of two vectors when equal to scalar quantity, work is a scalar quantity. So therefore we can define work is the dot product or scalar product of force and displacement. But when force making angle with displacement, like uh, if you apply force on a body making angle with horizontal, this one is force and making angle like with horizontal theta, then work done is equal to what? Work done is equal to F dot D or F dot S equal to what? F is into sine of theta, where theta is the angle between force and displacement vector. Or we can say that F is cos theta or FD cos theta. FD into cos theta. Okay, unit of work. Unit of work is if we know that work is equal to F dot S or Fs. So unit of force is Newton and unit of S displacement is meter. So work unit is joule and joule is equal to Newton meter. A work is said to be 1 joule when you apply force, 1 Newton force on a body and it cover distance of 1 meter. Then work is said to be 1 joule. So joule is the unit, joule is equal to Newton meter. Okay, for example, I mean pulling this card. So what is work done? You can see angle is 30 degree, force applied 50 Newton, distance covered 30 meters. So what is work done? We know that work done is equal to F dot S R D, or we can say that F is into sine of angle. So force is 50 Newton, displacement is 30 meter, multiply with angle to sine of 30 degree. So 50 multiply with 30 equal to 1500, multiply with what? Multiply with cosine of 30. So cosine 30 equal to what? Okay. Cosine of 30, 0.86. 0.86. Multiply with 1500. When you multiply with 1500 equal to 1299. 1299 applied, distance covered 30, angle is 30 degree. Okay, now for example, these two bodies, one is 300 kg, second one is 100 kg. Okay, applied force 500 and 500. So who has done more work? Yes, anyone? First body or second body? If you consider this one is body number A and body number B. Who has done more work? First or second? So you can solve with the help of formula. Work is equal to F S into cosine theta. Yes, excellent. Okay, first one you can see here, there is no moment, there is no motion. It means we have force is 500 Newton. Okay, displacement, distance covered 0, multiply with cosine of angle is, you can see moment and force, both are in same direction. So when both direction it means it, angle is 0. Great, excellent, excellent. Yasir, Muhammad Nasir, Samiullah, excellent. Great, yes, sir. So work done here, angle is 0 degree between displacement and applied force. So work done by A body equal to 0 joule because there is no moment. Work done by second body, so work done by B is equal to F into D or F D cos theta. So force is actually force equal to 500, displacement you can see 6 meter, 6 meter into sine of 0 degree. Why 0 degree? Because both are in same direction, force and displacement. So both are parallel. It means 500 multiply with 6, cosine 0 is equal to 1, equal to 3000 joule work done. So who is done more work? Body B work. Okay, now we have uh, three types of work: positive and negative and zero work. What means positive work, negative work, and zero work? It depends upon angle. For example, first of all, when angle is 0 degree, angle between force and displacement. D. When angle is 0 degree, you can see here this body uh, force deployed and displacement both are in same direction, both are in same direction. So work done in this case equal to positive work. Work done is equal to F D into cosine of 0 degree because angle is 0, both are parallel. So cosine 0 is equal to 1, so work done is equal to FD. This work is called positive work. Okay, now we have negative work. So when angle theta between force and displacement equal to 90 degree or not 90 degree, 180 degree. Like what? You can see this diagram, but let's suppose a book laying on a table, that is mass laying on a table, and you apply force from upward, vertical. This is applied force, and you want to move this body either in this direction or in this direction. In both cases, angle between force and distance or displacement is 90. This angle is 90 degree. This one is also 90 degree. So, sorry, sorry, angle 180 degree. 180 degree. So example of 180 degree, let's suppose we have line plane and you want to take this one, you are applying force upward, but this body going downward because body have more weight. So displacement cover downward, applied force is upward. So what is the angle here? Angle is equal to 180 degree. In this case, work done is equal to negative work done is equal to f d into cos theta r f d into cosine of 180 degree, where cosine of 180 degree is equal to minus 1. This means if minus 1 multiplied with this one equal to f minus fd, negative 1, when angle is 180 degree. Third case, when angle is 90 degree between force and displacement. Example of this one. You apply force on this body, force, and you want to cover distance along x-axis, this one. In this case, angle between force and displacement is 90 degree. So, angle work done is equal to force, displacement, and cosine of 90 degree. We know that cosine 90 degree is equal to 0. So 0 multiplied with force and displacement equal to 0. There are three different cases of work: positive work, negative work, and zero work. Again, positive work when angle between force and displacement is 0. Negative work when angle between force and displacement is 180 degree. Zero work when angle between force and displacement is 90 degree. So then we can say zero work. Okay, one example, you can see if we draw a free body diagram. So how many forces are there? Let's one force is applied force 6,000 Newton. This is applied force. You can see applied force. Second force is actually the weight of this body, which is downward gravitational force, Fg. Third one, normal force, upward. This is normal force. Fourth one, if this body moving in this direction, it means x-axis. Let's suppose there is some acceleration, there is some motion. So again, there we have what? We have friction force. So friction force will be opposite of applied force, yeah, opposite of motion. So we have friction force. So four forces you can see, applied force along x-axis, positive x-axis. Okay, normal force along vertical y-axis, positive y-axis, friction force along negative x-axis, and gravitational force is downward, and y along y negative axis. So work done by the four forces: applied force, normal force, friction force, and gravitational. Let's discuss one by one. First one is how much work done by the main. How much? Uh, Work done by main work is equal to force multiplied with displacement, or force, displacement, and cosine of angle. Applied force from main is 6,000 Newton, 600. Multiply with distance cover, you can see distance cover is 50 meter. And angle cosine 0 degree. Why 0 degree? Because both are in same direction. Applied force and displacement both are in same direction. So angle is 0. Equal to when cosine of 0 degree is equal to 1, so 600 multiply with what? Multiply with 50 equal to 30,000 joule. Work done by man equal to 30,000 joule. First one. Now second one is equal to friction force. Work done by friction force. You can see here friction force. Friction force is 200 Newton. Okay, this is on negative y, negative x-axis. Distance cover 50 meter, and that one is on positive x-axis. It means angle between these two is 180 degree. 180 degree. So we can say that work done by friction force equal to what? Force and distance, or force, displacement, and cosine of angle is 180 degree. Force applied to 100, this is actually friction force. Multiply with distance cover is 50, but angle is cosine of 180, so cosine of 180 is equal to -1. So 200 multiply with 50 equal to what? 10,000 joule. 10,000 joule, but negative. This is negative work done by friction force. Okay, minus 10,000 joule, yeah, 10,000 kilojoule work done by friction force. Now, third one, uh, work done by gravity. So, what is the angle between distance cover and gravitational force? Distance cover is along positive x-axis. This is distance cover displacement. Gravitational force is downward. So angle between these, you can say minus 90 degree. But yes, cosine of minus 90 equal to what? Cosine of plus 90 degree. Both are same. Minus 90 and plus 90. Both are same. Yes. Any question? What does that? Great. Excellent. Minus 90. Thank you. So work done is equal to f d into cosine of theta. F, gravitational force. Gravitational force is 1000. Multiply with what? Multiply with distance or displacement, where displacement is 50. Multiply with cosine of 90 degree, where cosine of 90 degree is equal to 0. So total work done is equal to 0. Work done by gravitational gravitational force equal to 0. Work done by gravity. Okay, so work done is equal to 0. Now, last one, normal force. Work done by normal force. Okay, same we can solve work done by normal force. How we can solve that? Normal force is upward and distance cover on x-axis d. Again, angle between these two is 90 degree. So again equal to 0. Work done, force, displacement, and cosine of 90 degree, where cosine of 90 degree is equal to 0. So same you can say that work done by normal force is equal to 0 joule. Okay. So these are work done by all four forces, by main life force, friction force, gravitational force, and normal force. Okay, you can try this example. How you can try? You can For example, if it completely stops the top of here clip, so one is tension force, tension force. Second one, gravitational force, Fg. Third one is normal force, normal force. So what you need, actually you need to resolve forces, is gravitational force. We know the angle, where angle is given 30 degree, 30 degree here. So angle is 30 degree. This is perpendicular, means that this one is mg into cosine of theta, mg into sine of theta. This is horizontal. So horizontal component is equal to mg into cosine of theta. Okay, so this tension is along x-axis. Same, this component is along x-axis mg sine theta. So you can say that T is equal to what? Mg sine theta. This is tension force. Tension force is equal to sine theta. Okay, what about normal force? You can see normal force equal to this downward component. This component actually mg cosine theta. So normal force equal to what? Normal force is equal to mg into cosine of theta. So this is normal. Again, we have formula. We know that work done is equal to what? F dot D, displacement, where distance is given. Distance is equal to what? Distance is equal to 20 meters. So first of all, if you want to find the work done by tension force, so tension is equal to mg sine theta. You can write here mg into sine of theta multiply with d, where m is given mass. You can see here mass is 200. You can see here 200 kg. So 200 multiply with g, where g is 9.8, into sine of theta, where angle is given, angle is equal to 30 degrees. So sine of 30 degree multiply with distance, where distance is 20 meters. This is work done by tension force. Okay, same work done by normal force. So you can see normal force is equal to mg into cosine theta. So work done by normal force is equal to F dot D, or F D into cosine of theta, where F, actually this is normal force. So write down F is equal to mg into cosine of theta multiply with T. You want to write down this one. So no need of writing cosine theta, because we already have this component mg cosine theta, just multiply with d. So this will give you the work done by normal force. Okay, you can try this one. Uh, Next, we have energy. We want to discuss the relationship between energy and work done. So, first of all, what is energy? Energy is the ability of doing work. Yeah, capacity to do work is called what? Energy. Simply, we can define energy is an agent which bring about changes in a system. It means energy brings changes. Like due to energy, you can start a static body. You can produce motion in a static body. Due to energy, you can stop a moving body. So the ability of doing work, capacity to do work, ability to do work, or energy is an agent which bring about changes in a system. So same unit of energy is joule. Like work, so unit of energy is joule. Although there are different types, different forms of energy, like mechanical energy, sound energy, chemical energy, electrical energy, light, heat, sound, nuclear energy, solar energy. But there are two main types of energy. One is uh, potential energy and kinetic energy. Kinetic energy due to motion of a body, potential energy is actually due to position of a body. So first one is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, kinetic means motion. As by from the name, kinetic energy means that energy produced in a body due to its motion. It's called kinetic energy. And kinetic energy is equal to what? The formula of kinetic energy is half mv square, 1 over 2 mv square, where m is mass and v is the velocity. It means that kinetic energy depend upon two things. One is mass of the body. Increasing mass will increase the kinetic energy. And kinetic energy also depend upon velocity, but with square. Square means with, it means that if you double the speed, if you give, for example, 2 times speed, so 2 square is equal to 4. It means your kinetic energy will increase by 4 square of energy. Kinetic energy. Okay. Kinetic energy due to motion of a body, and formula is half mv square, mass and velocity square. Although there are different types, different units for energy, uh, joules in calories, we use calories and kilocalories, where 1 calorie equal to what? 4.186 joule. 1 kilocalories means 1000 calories. These are other, you can say, derived unit for energy. Okay, main concept, yeah, relation between work energy is that actually work done on a body. Yeah, if you, for example, apply energy on a body, if you apply force on a body, and it change the velocity of the body, so we can say that according to work energy theorem, that work done on a body equal to change its kinetic energy, change in kinetic energy. Let me write here that work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. For example, we have mass m, force applied on this body. Let's suppose this body moving with initial velocity. You can see vi. Okay, after some time, it covers some distance. You can see d or s distance. Let's suppose d or s distance. And this body change the velocity and reach final velocity. Let's suppose vf. Mass is same, but only the velocity change. So we know that what is the formula of force? F is equal to what? F is equal to ma. Okay, so F is equal to ma. What is the formula for work? Work is equal to F dot d or F dot s. So you need to find force, then multiply with distance. So we know that it is equal to ma, m, and acceleration. So, for example, uh, from Newton's third equation, we have Vf square is equal to Vi square plus 2 into A multiplied with D. 2A is or 2AD. So if you transfer Vi to this side, we have Vf square minus Vi square is equal to 2AD, or if you divide both sides by 2D, so A is equal to what? A is equal to Vf square minus Vi square divided by 2D. This is acceleration equation. So if you put here F is equal to what? F is equal to ma, m multiply with what? Vf square minus Vi square divided by what? Divided by 2D. Now putting the value of f from this equation and work equation. to what? M, we have V F square minus Vi square divided by what? Divided by 2D. Multiply with what? Multiply with this distance. So D. Now D cancel with D, and we have equation W is equal to what? If you multiply M with Vf square, we have M Vf square divided by 2. This 2 is with this one and also with initial velocity minus, again we have Vi square and mvi square divided by what? Divided by 2. Can we write this one? Is W is equal to half mvf square, first one, minus second one 1 over 2 mvi square. So first one we can write this one, that kinetic energy final, because we have final minus half mv square, this is one square, so this one is initial velocity, so we can say that this is actually initial kinetic energy. So we can write this one, that work done is equal to what? Kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. This means that work done on a body is equal to change in kinetic energy, delta A. It means that change in kinetic energy. Work energy theorem. Again, the statement of work energy theorem, that work done on a body equal to change in kinetic energy, or W is equal to change in kinetic energy. Work energy theorem. Okay, we have gravitational potential energy or potential energy. Potential energy actually stored energy, stored energy in a body, or gravitational energy, a type of energy stored in a body due to its position, due to its height. Potential energy is equal to what? Potential energy is equal to mgh. Uh, mgnh, where m is the mass of the body, g gravitational acceleration, and h is the height from the surface of Earth. Height must be from the surface of Earth. So potential energy depend upon three things. Uh, One is mass, second one is gravitational acceleration, and third one is height. Okay, potential energy at different points. If we consider point A is, this is the reference point, surface of Earth, this one. So let's suppose potential energy at point A, find out potential energy at B, same C, and potential energy at B. So what is the potential energy at A? Is potential energy at position A. At position A, actually height equal to 0. Potential energy equal to 0. Why?